welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button and click the little bell. So today I am working on a shoelace tumbler. I don't know if you've seen the tumblers, the Converse shoelaces, but that's what I am working on. Now I already prepped and glittered my cup, so I'll let you know how I did that. Get my stuff out. First, I used my 400 grit sandpaper and roughed up the cup really good. I do it until I can smell the metal. Once that is done, I wash it off really good with soap and water and dry it. So once it's dry, I use Rust-Oleum white paint or primer, or paint and primer, and I spray my cup evenly. I do small bursts and just do it until the cup is covered, and I let that dry for about 40 minutes. Once it is dry, I go ahead and I use my Mod Podge and paintbrush and apply a thin layer over that. Then I apply my dark glitter and then my light glitter. And if I have to do a second coat, I just let that dry for about 45 minutes. I apply another layer of Mod Podge, which this layer would be thicker because the glitter does soak up some. And then I just do the same thing I did. This did not need a second layer. The first layer came out well, which usually you only need 1 or 2 layers when you're working with polyester glitter, and both of these are polyester. So I was good on 1 coat. So now that this is done, after I let that dry with the Mod Podge for 45 minutes, I did go ahead and seal it with my Rust-Oleum clear coat enamel, and I let that dry. You have to let it gas off for at least 24 to 48 hours before you can apply your Brite Tone or Extreme Protection. I just use Brite Tone because it does the job and it builds up faster. You don't need Extreme Protection, although you can use it because it is a little less expensive than the Brite Tone. So you can use it to at least build up over the glitter, and then you can start using the Brite Tone. But I just use the Brite Tone. It's easier for me to just use one. What else? So this has gassed off for 24 hours. I notice with my paint, 24 hours seems to be the go ahead for me. I no longer smell it, and once I can no longer smell the paint, that usually means it's gassed off. So I am going to go ahead and apply my first layer of Brite Tone. Now I'm not gonna apply it until it's perfectly smooth before I put my D hooks on. I'm gonna just get it semi-smooth because I would like to do a couple layers over my D hooks as well as once they are applied. So I'm hoping this will help me cut down on Brite Tone. But I'll probably do about 3 layers of Brite Tone. Then I'll sand it real good, probably do a 4th layer. And then once that 4th layer is dry, I'll probably start to glue on my D hooks. My D hooks. Now the first layer is going to be thicker than the other layers. The first layer is usually the thickest because your glitter is soaking up a lot of that Brite Tone or Extreme Protection. I'm just doing the blue right now because I don't want any to shift. Even with the clear coat, it does, I notice it does shift a little bit depending on how well I was able to coat. So there's that. And then I just wipe off what's on my finger to get any glitter on or off. And now I'm going to start with the white. Now you don't have to do two colors. You could just use white vinyl for the white part, but I like the glitter. So I want it to be glittery. Now this is my first shoelace cup, so you guys are learning this with me. I haven't even watched any videos. I just looked at other pictures for inspiration, so I'm hoping that I'm able to recreate the look that I am going for. The funny thing is in one of my Tumbler groups that I'm in, someone just posted this exact same cup they're doing, or they did the shoelace cup. And what's funny is their glitter is the exact same as this. I thought it was hilarious. Maybe it's a sign. But I thought it was so funny. And the glitter isn't even the same, from the same company. It's two different companies, but they're dupes of each other. So yeah, we got that covered in our Brite Tone. You need to let it dry for, I'm gonna say, at least 3 hours. The first coat usually takes longer to dry, so I'm gonna keep it on the spinner. Usually Brite Tone is pretty dry to the touch within an hour, but when it's over glitter, it takes a little longer because the layer is a little thicker than you would typically do. Your layers should be no thicker than 2 pieces of computer paper, so no thicker than this. So it's pretty thin. You don't want it running off your cup. So, and like I said, it takes about an hour to dry to the touch. Typically, but over glitter it takes longer, so I'm just gonna leave it spinning for the whole 3 hours. But once this layer is dry, you can just leave it when you do your next layer 1 hour. If it's dry to the touch, you can take it off your turner and then let it continue to dry for another 2 hours. Ooh, it just wants to keep popping off. Yeah, but 3 hours total dry time. I'll probably do 4 because it's over glitter, so it'll take a little longer to dry. I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, I am back. So I went ahead and spray painted them. They are currently drying still. Once they are dry, I'm going to apply Mod Podge and apply my white glitter. I will I will link below the glitters. Now my cup is dry, so it is ready to be sanded. So I'm going to do a light sanding with my 400 grit sandpaper. Because it's pretty rough right here, like you can feel the roughness, and right here it's fairly smooth. Now don't worry if it looks a little bit kind of cloudy looking because of sanding. It will go away once you put on your next layer of Brite Tone. You don't need to put much pressure. It takes a little bit of pressure to sand it. And just go around the whole cup. Nice and smooth. And do the bottom as well. So the bottom is smooth, the rest of the cup is smooth. Now I'm going to wash it off with some soap and water and dry it really well. So I will be back in a minute. Alright, I just washed it. Now I'm going to take my washcloth. I just dry mine with a washcloth and get it nice and dry. It feels so much smoother to the touch than before sanding it. So just get it dry. Make sure it's dry all around. Just really dry. Okay, put it back on my turner. And I'm going to apply my Brite Tone. Oh, this goes on so much smoother once you sand it. So at this point you are using less Brite Tone because there's no more soaking up. Your cup is fairly smooth. I mean, it's not smooth like glass yet, but it is a lot smoother. So it goes on a lot easier. Once this dries, I will apply my D-hooks. Because like I said, I don't want it to be completely smooth because I still want to be able to layer. I'm not going to apply my vinyl until at least another layer or two, because I want that to be smooth, because vinyl is good about showing every little bump and dimple. So you want your cup to be perfectly smooth before you add it. Now, water slides, I don't wait till it's perfectly smooth. Like, I'd probably put on a water slide after this, because I feel like I actually feel like they adhere a little bit better when there's a little something to hold on to. And you can't, for me, I've never been able to see the, I've never had an issue with seeing any bumps or anything through the decal like you would the vanilla. Let me show you. Like my mommy and, oh no, that's not a water slide. Let's see. Which one has a water slide? Water slide. That's not water slide. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of cups that are shit. So I'll do this one. Like this one. This one, I did not apply the water slide when it was perfectly smooth. You cannot see any bumps. It looks really nice and smooth. All right. Alright, so I'm going to let this spin for a few hours. Well, you can let it spin for an hour and then take off and let it dry for the other 2 hours. I'll probably just, well, I don't know, because I'm working on a mommy and me order. So I'll probably take it off when this is ready to go back on. I will be back to apply my Mod Podge and my glitter once these are ready to go. They're still a little tacky. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I am back with my hold on just a second. I'm back with my decals. Now I did clean up the rings because I wasn't really caring for the white on them. So I just cleaned them up with some nail polish remover, 100% acetone. And so now I have my white glitter and I have my Mod Podge. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the cup. I'm going to put my Mod Podge on. A nice thin layer. And I will sprinkle on my glitter. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put this way. Sprinkle on the glitter. Okay. And that's one done. Now I'll probably do a second coat. Yeah, I'll probably do a second coat of it just to get really good coverage. Now this is just like a medium size brush. It's perfect for this. Shake it off. And there you go. So I'm just going to do that for the same thing for all of these, and then I'll let them dry for about 45 minutes, and then I'll come back and apply a second coat over them. These are gonna be so cute. Now, I've seen people just leave these plain, but I don't really like them. They have that little hole, and I just feel like it looks kind of tacky with it like that. And it's just not, you don't see shoes with the little hole like that. So I'm like, I don't really care for it. So let's spice it up and do my own thing. I think these will give it a cute little look to it. So it's pretty easy to do. Now don't worry about the bottom because the bottom's going to be glued down. I still don't know what glue I'm going to use. I have heard that hot glue might work, so I'm going to see if I could do that. So fingers crossed I figure it out. I'm trying to use what I have because we're in the middle of a pandemic and it's a little hard to get things, and shipping to where I live is just being a nightmare for me. Like, my packages are taking forever to even come in. So I'd rather just try and use what I have on hand. So you guys are gonna see with me how well this does. And if it doesn't do well, then you're not gonna see it at all because I'm not gonna post. So hopefully this works out. Got 3 left. It is so quiet right now. Only 2 of my children are here. The other 2 are at their dad's. So it's pretty peaceful. By the way, today is the day before Easter, so happy Easter, everybody. Let me know what you have planned or what you did for Easter, because this will probably be posted after Easter, so let me know what you did. How did you celebrate during this pandemic? We are doing Easter egg baskets for our 2 that are home. And then we're going to do an Easter egg hunt. It's something we do every year. The Easter egg hunt is in our home, so we're not going nowhere. We do it every year inside of our home. And my children love it. They adore it. We hide eggs the night before, all throughout the house. And then after they get into their Easter baskets, they take their baskets and they walk around finding their eggs. And it's just a family tradition we've started since me and my fiance got together. So yeah, we're doing that. We're trying to keep things as normal as we can for the children because everything is already thrown off whack for them. So we're trying to keep things normal for at least the holiday. All right, that is done. So I'm gonna actually move these back to my board that I painted them on. And then I'll save my glitter, because glitter is expensive. especially when it's polyester glitter. So we'll save that. Look at these. Let me see if I can get closer. How cute are those? Like, oh my god. I'll probably clean up the little clip parts once this is all dry and I'm done. But oh man, they are so cute. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Alright, I am back and we are ready to put our shoelace pieces on. So I got my glue and it should be nice and hot. So I'm just applying it directly to my ring and just applying it directly to the cup. Let's see how well this works. We don't want... Oh, I just broke it out. Okay, so I put a little too much. I don't know if you guys can see, but I put a little more glue than I wanted to. So I'm gonna see if I can kind of slice it away with my X-Acto knife. I'm currently trying to slice away the little extra that I put on. I did mess up my glitter a little bit, but I can fix that. I'll fix that with a little Mod Podge later. It's not really noticeable. Okay, so we got one on. Woohoo! And now we're gonna put the second one about right there. So, if you were wondering, this glue, hot glue, seems to be working pretty well. Oh, that's up a little higher than I wanted. Ugh, it took my glue with it, or it took my glitter with it. Let's try this again and see if we can position it a little bit further down. Hopefully I can fix that spot. Yeah, that's better. I am a huge perfectionist. Oh, you can't even really see where it's stuck. I am a huge, let me make sure it's running. Okay, we're good. Huge perfectionist, so, you know, it is my, I wish I had something to lay this on to keep it kind of even. All right, I'm gonna start lacing it and see how this goes. So I got my silver sparkly lace. And then it's gonna go like that. figure out where to put my next ones. So I vote. I think right there is good. I'm gonna take a pen and or a marker. I'm gonna take a Sharpie and kind of mark where exactly I want it to go. Well, I'll mark one and then I'll go from there. Because I don't want to end up marking it a little bit higher or such. So you really don't need much. Because you don't want it to run out on the side. Alright, we got that side on. Now let's get this side to be even. So here we go. I just put a little dot. Let's see. I think that's good. It's about even. Okay. I'm gonna lace it up again. See where we want to put the next one. Oh my god, guys, this is coming out so pretty. Let's review. So we want it to be about right there. Unlace this. Guys, this is freaking gorgeous already. Sorry about my random singing. Just so excited. We're gonna put some on this one. Do. Oh, the one thing I hate about using hot glue is the strings you get from it. I could have gone up a little bit higher, honestly. It should be okay. Okay, make sure this is even. Guys, this hot glue, the hot glue I have is the sticks I use are the Gorilla Glue ones. So it seems to stick this really well together. I really like, I'm not even gonna measure, I'm just gonna eyeball. I used it on my hair bows when I would do hair bows. And it always kept my hair bows together really well. So I figured, let me give it a shot. I mean, Gorilla Glue is always a great glue to use for projects. I mean, Gorilla Glue, just Gorilla anything sticks really well. So, yeah, I figured I'd give it a shot. I'm gonna lace this up and see how we are, if I need my fourth or not. Guys, I love this. This looks gorgeous. Oh my god. Now remember, this is my first time doing this kind of tumbler, so you guys are learning with me. So you can learn what not to do and what to do. But I mean, the only real what not to do is, well, you can't, once it's down, it's down. So I wouldn't advise trying to pull it back up. So make sure you get it where you want it. Is that it, really? Guys, how beautiful. Trying to debate if I want to do one more. I think I will. I think I'll do just one more. And then my my decal will go like right here. Yeah. All right, let's get that last one on there. I'm gluing it on. Hope you guys can see. It takes, my fiance interrupted the video, but I'm back doing applying my last two. Hopefully my phone don't die before I get these on. But these are about not even the size of a pea. They're like smaller than a pea. The drops of glue that I'm using. So it's very little. You don't need much at all. So here's the last one, and then I'm gonna end the video so my phone don't die. Last one. Make sure it's even. Push it down. Alright guys, I'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna let this gas off before I apply any Brite Tone. Bye! Alrighty, I am back with our shoelace cup. So we have the lacers on, and now we're going to start adding some Brite Tone. Here we go. I'm gonna add probably about 5 layers to this. And hopefully I can get it coated well on, oops, on here. Okay, I'm gonna hold this. It's trying to spin, but I just wanna try to coat this, I wanna get these lacers coated fairly well. I want to get them nice and coated so that our glitter does not shift at all. I'm going to get in between here. So, let's put that. Now I'm not gonna mind if these are not perfectly smooth like the rest of the cup. Like, I'm not gonna stress about getting them perfect. So I think I got this pretty good coated. Now work on the bottom of my cup, because you can't forget the bottom. Remember, you want it to be about two sheets of computer paper thick. You don't want it very thick at all. Now, if you have some D-rings that don't move very easily, just make sure they're sitting straight up so that they don't adhere to the cup, and the other ones will just move as it spins. It'll flip on and off. And that's it. I'm gonna let it spin. If it's smooth after this, then I will probably put on our decals. I'll make up our decals and put them on. But if not, then I'll probably do one more layer and then sand, and then do another layer and then add them. So we'll see. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I am back. My cup is nice and dry. So it is decal time. My cup is smooth. So I cut these. My circle is just under 2 inches. And my converse is close to 2.5 inches by 1.5. Very close. So I'm not going to use transfer tape or transfer paper. I'm just going to peel off the backing and apply it that way. Maybe if I can get it. Here we go. First, let me make sure there's no debris on here. Make sure I've got nothing on there. Can you see? Okay. Wrong side. My cup is rolling away. Can't get far though. Now this is just printable vinyl, so I just printed what I wanted on it. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna try and get this as centered as I can. Let me see if that helps. That's good. I'm gonna straighten it down. I'll push it down. And there we go. Now I'm going to do my circle, my all-star circle. I'm gonna put this out. Oh, let's wipe this real well, make sure there's no debris on there. That'll hold that in place. I'm gonna peel it. This is also the printable vinyl. I don't seal mine, but I have heard people have issues when they don't seal it. So if you want to seal it, you can use just a clear coat. You could use a couple layers of clear coat to seal if you prefer. I have never had my ink run, so I don't. I'm gonna put this about right here. Push it down. And then, last but not least, we're going to do our back sticker. Same steps. I just peel the backing off. These are not fun. Okay, did I get it? Okay, good. Got it. Make it as straight as possible. There we go. You want to make sure your cup is perfectly smooth so you don't see any bumps at all, because it will show every bump through. Actually, mine's not perfectly smooth. You can see a little bit of bumps here. The blue is smooth, but this one, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to do the stripes. I measured my cup and then I took out the space for this, so it'll go around it. Now you can trim it if you need to, so mine is almost 7.5, and 7.5 by about just under about a ½ inch, just over a ½ inch. It's about a ½ inch. And then the little one is a little guy. But he's the same size. So this is gonna go about right there. Now again, I'm just gonna peel it up off the backing. So I want it to get as low as I can get it without. Okay, so I have it on there. I'm just gonna slightly pull this and adjust it as I need to. Just gently pull. This is not. So I may, let's try and stick this back on. Because I may need to do some little slits just to get it to lay nicely. So we'll do some few little slits here. Now I'm not going like up very high. It's because this cup kind of tapers off, so you want it to be able to bend around the cup nicely. Okay. All right, so let's try this again. So I don't want it to go up too high. So. That way it's working a little bit better so far. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm trying to stay in the view of the camera. Okay. There's a little extra, so I'm gonna trim that little extra piece. that worked pretty well. And now it looks like it's going up a slight bit, but we'll just leave that. Because after all, these are handmade, so they're not going to be exactly perfect. And then this one's going to go about right here. Maybe move it down a little. About right there. So we'll do the same thing. I don't know if I need to slit it. Maybe I should do little teeny slits. I'm doing barely anything. Just the teeniest little slits about every centimeter. Just so it wraps a little bit easier. Now, I didn't cut this with my Cricut. I actually hand cut it because it has the lines. So I just used the lines to help me keep a straight line. All right. So let's get us back here. Where did I say I was gonna go? About right there. I think right there would be good. Alright, so we're gonna pull it off. We're gonna get it started anyways. Oops. What did I say, about right there? Maybe a little bit more. About right there. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing we just did. Do the same thing. That's good. Trim that little bit up. I'm gonna trim this a little bit up. There. There it is. I mean, it's not finished yet. We still got to do a few layers of a Brite Tone over it, but let's lace it up and check it out. See how we like it. Let's see. right, look at that. This one looks like a shoe. Look. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I am back putting on my first layer of Brite Tone over this. Well, over my vinyl. Make sure this is all down really well. Don't want anything popping up. I don't have it spinning yet because I want to get my my clips nice and coated first, and then I'll spin it. I'll make sure this isn't done really well right here. Or I'll do these. Sorry about my littles in the background. Let's do this other side. Okay. I'll go ahead and let it spin and get the rest of this cup coated. I want it to be about 2 pieces of paper thick. And pull some down to the bottom. And we are good. I'm gonna let that spin for a few hours. And then I'll do another coat. I'll probably sand the clips, the D-clips, but I'm not gonna sand the rest of the cup because I just put on the decals. That's it. See you guys in a bit. Alright, I am back. First I'm gonna take my sandpaper and I'm going to sand my little my clips. My D-rings. Now I'm not going to be too worried if these are not perfectly smooth because they are a little harder to sand compared to the rest of the cup. I'm going to try and get them at least a little smooth. Get them as smooth as I can. I mean, that's a lot better than they are, so not too worried. Not really sure what happened to my decal right there. Almost looks like a smoky color. Alright, I'm gonna go rinse this off. I'll be back. Alrighty, I am back. I did sand. I just did that off camera. I sanded my decals. Now I am doing my last coat. I'm not going to do my D-rings on this coat. I'm just going to leave them be. And I'm just going to cover the rest of the cup. So leave the D-rings be, let them me as they are. And just coat the cup. Remember, it needs to be about 2 pieces of paper thick, 2 sheets of computer paper thick, no thicker. Too thick and it won't dry properly, and too less and the layers will just take forever to layer up. So you want to be able to feel it easily move around the cup when you rub your finger, but you don't want it to be dripping off. All right, that's it. That's my last layer. So I am finished with this beautiful cup. I'm gonna let it spin for 2 or for 3 hours. I'm gonna let it spin for about an hour, maybe a little longer if it needs it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hi, I'm Doris with LexiSue&You. So I decided to make this video just to talk about some things I would change about my process for the shoe tumbler. I noticed my D-rings started to rust a little, so something I would change with that is I'd probably spray them with a clear coat. A clear coat is supposed to help with rust, so I would definitely do that. And then also I would wait until the cup is pretty much finished before adding the D-clips or D-rings. Once the cup is as smooth as you'd like it, then I would glue it, and I would advise to use a different glue, maybe something a little stronger. I hear E6000, not the spray, but the I don't know, the gel works really well, so I would use something more like that. I used what I have on hand because we are in the middle of a pandemic, so it is hard to get out and get supplies. But yeah, that's a couple things I would change. I don't think there's really anything else I would change. Oh, I would definitely prop and glitter and do that stuff off the cup. So I would still make sure, I would still add Brite Tone to it over the glitter. I would just do it not on the cup. I feel like you would get probably a better product. It would end better, a little bit better. Now, I'm not saying that my cup isn't good, but I'm definitely not going to sell it just because there is a little rust. But I feel like using these tips would definitely help your outcome be better. And they're what I plan to do in the future if I make them again for customers. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Hopefully you can take my tips and use them on your own cup and create some amazing shoe cups. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, or if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you.